Bonjour, good morning, welcome. Let me just say in a special way, good morning to Mrs. Carrie Brady Prince, the mayor of the town of Portsmouth, Mr. Ilson Matthew, Chief Cultural Officer, Division of Culture, Mr. Ogeli Moses, Festival and Events Assistant of Discover Dominica Authority, Master Dominic Fringe Partners, members of the media, other invited guests who are here, viewers tuned in live on social media. Good morning, again, bonjour, and welcome to the third weekly press conference of Mass Dominic 2025 as we keep you abreast with what's happening during this beautiful celebration. Mass Dominic, the real Mass, as you know, the season was opened officially last Saturday. I want to take, of course, the opportunity to commend all those who took part. If you were there, you would have seen how beautiful it was, even if, we had blessings. That's what I want to call it. It was blessings on Saturday. However, we saw folks come out in colors, in large numbers, on lookers. Everybody came out to support. It was a beautiful commencement of Mass Dominic 2025. And of course, it does show the spirit of carnival here in Dominica. And speaking of spirit of carnival, of course, we are here to present you today with some of the various fringe events that will be taking place during Mass Dominic celebration. On this note, we will, of course, call on our first speaker for the next event that is happening this coming Friday, Pan in the City Street Jump Up. Let's welcome Mr. Ilson Matthew.
Merci en pile, Milia. Milia de moi il me parler créole aujourd'hui. Parce pas ni pour aller passer, moi ni pour parler créole. C'est moi on est sabat. Let me acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Carrie Brady Prince, Mayor of the town of Portsmouth, Mr. Ogeli Moses, Festivals and Events Assistant at the Discover Dominica Authority, Mass Dominic Fringe Partners, members of the media, or the invited guests, viewers and listeners, ladies and gentlemen, pleasant good morning. Now, we all know that Carnival is culture, just like independence and everything else that we celebrate throughout the year. The Cultural Division normally has two major offerings for the Carnival season, one of them being Pan in the City, where we highlight steel pan music. Now, we know that steel pan is becoming an endangered tradition, and I just want to echo that without the necessary investment in instruments, in training, in people, we will simply be chasing our tails. So once we have that thought in mind, let's continue looking forward. Normally, Pan in the City takes the format where we designate various locations to different steel pan groups, and most notably Jay's Bookstore and the Prevost Cinema. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the proprietors of these establishments who play their role, continue to play their role, and everybody else who continues to play their role in supporting the development of steel pan music in Dominica. This year we will attempt something different. A few of our supporters have said that they missed the old Pan by the Bay experience and wanted a steel pan event that they could attend in the evening. Others were impressed with the double-decker float that we had for the opening of Independence Parade. So we decided to merge the two ideas. So the format for Pan in the City 2025 will be a steel pan group on that same trailer on the bayfront Friday at 6 p.m. That's tomorrow. And that'll be a nice after-work line. And I'm calling it an after-work line because when you think of Friday after work on the bayfront, you think of Evadne and the Three Monkeys Bar. And they will be having a promotion as well. But here's where it gets even more interesting. We've never shied away from mixing the contemporary elements with our traditional culture. So, Pan in Harmony, one of our most popular steel pan groups, will be backing up some of our popular bouillon artists. So imagine Shelly, Kwan, Little Boy performing their hits backed by steel pan music. And that's a real moment, real REEL moment. We also have DJ Shyster, and of course, what is the point of having a truck on the road and it doesn't move? So here's the plot twist. We'll proceed north on the bayfront and onto Kennedy Avenue, and we will end at the former residence of Pan legend Wilfred Paltrow John Baptist, and that is near Burton and Company. For those in tune with what's happening on the ground, near the big step, not the Piper step, but the big step. And they will also be having a promotion. And this year's event is in tribute to steel pan legends Eddie Andre, Alan John Baptist, and Pancho, who I just mentioned. In the next 2 weeks, I will be back to give you the final details for Old Mass Juve edition. But let me just quickly mention, for those who don't already know, that the event will take place at Bath Estate on the 8th of February. That's 4 a.m. Bath Estate. But today the focus is on tomorrow's event, Pan in the City. I hope to see all of you present. Thank you.
Merci un peu, Monsieur Matthew. Si nous avons dit Mas Dominique, moi toujours crois qu'il nous supposé ni un petit créole avec nous parler contre tradition qui est tellement riche. Bien sûr, nous n'est pour encourager moun pour mettre un petit créole Mas Dominique. All right, on this note, we'll call on, of course, on our next speaker. Of course, presenting the Portsmouth Town Carnival. We'll call now on Mrs. Carrie Brady Prince, the mayor of the town of Portsmouth. Let's make her feel welcome.
Bonjour tout le monde. Hey. Mr. Elson Matthew, Chief Cultural Officer, Division of Culture. Mr. Ogeli Moses, Festivals and Events Assistant of Discover Dominica Authority. Mass Dominic Fringe Partners, members of the media, invited guests, viewers tuned in live on social media, Mass Dominic enthusiasts, good morning to you. And if I'm here, you know that I'm here to talk about Portsmouth Carnival. So, the Portsmouth Town Council, in collaboration with the Honorable Finella Wenham Shepherd and the Honorable Roland Roye, has commissioned a newly formed group, Portsy in Action. This will be the very first event that they will be coordinating with us, the Portsy Town Carnival. And let me say it again, the Portsy Town Carnival. And this Saturday, the 25th of January, the streets of Portsmouth is going to come alive at 2 p.m. And it's going to be bigger. It's going to be massive. We're looking at many floats on the road, some of which were showcased in Roseau and has come to celebrate with us in Portsmouth Dasper, Dewitt Center. We'll have the Afro Stilt Walkers, JCI Kids Carnival, of course, our very own Stranded on the Beach, our young and talented flag wavers of Portsmouth. We'll have Chromos, the Big Bad Juve event. We'll also be showcasing themselves this Friday, our Mystic Masqueraders, a young group just reviving the aspect of Old Mass in Portsmouth, the Party Squad, our princess contestant from the Paybush Primary School, our reigning boy or monarch, and the Sakis Rapokabrit Mountain Flag Wavers, among others. So you can already tell that Portsmouth is going to be vibing, and of course, we're going to have the big bad signal band on the streets of Portsmouth, shaking it up, bringing the streets alive. I mean, really invoking the spirit of Carnival in Portsmouth this Saturday. And as well, NEC, someone of our major sponsors, has come on board with our very own MFR band. So it's going to be massive in Portsmouth this Saturday. So I'm inviting each and every one of you, come on down. Come and support the parade, but also come on down to have a good time on the streets of Portsmouth. We're ready for you. We're ready to give you that Portsy experience, and we really, really look forward to you coming to celebrate with us as we come together as Town City Dominica to ensure that Mass Dominic, the real Mass, you know, is really something to look out for this year, 2025. And so I want to take the opportunity to thank the sponsors who have come on board. Honorable Wenham Shepherd, Honorable Roland Roye, the Government of Dominica, the American Canadian School of Medicine, National Bank of Dominica, Josephine Gabriel, Portsy Bakery, Dewitt Center, and I'm sure by now some others have come on board, but I apologize, but I say thanks in advance for all of you who will support us in one way or another. Just remember, Portsy is the place to be this Saturday, January 25th, 2 p.m. Come on down and have a good time with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Prince. Thank you so much for that energy, and thanks so much, of course, for that big invitation. There's a lot happening this weekend, so we will continue. we'll see the opening of a Stardom tent. And to give us a little bit more information, we call now on File Lander. Let's welcome him too.
Thank you very much. And the Honorable, to want to recognize the Mayor of Portsmouth, Carrie Brady Prince, as well as other dignitaries present here this morning. And after Posse Carnival, it's not time to sleep, but time to come down to Roseau and have some fun. And as we gather here today to officially usher in so many of the much anticipated Carnival events for 2025, it's my distinct honor on behalf of the Stardom Calypso tent to spotlight one of the marquee events that continues to define the soul of our cultural expression, the Stardom Calypso tent official opening for 2025. This Saturday, 25th of January, from 9 p.m., we will gather at my mother's place in Loubier, formerly the Evergreen Hotel, to experience the rich, thought-provoking and entertaining art form that is Calypso. This event, hosted by the Stardom Calypso tent, will not only showcase the finest Calypsonians Dominica has to offer, but also set the stage for what promises to be an unforgettable Calypso carnival season, with the legendary King Hunter leading the charge alongside a stellar lineup of seasoned and rising stars. Attendees can look forward to an evening of lyrical prowess, social commentary, and electrifying performances. The Stardom tent is more than just a show, it is a celebration of our identity, a space where the voices of our people resonate through music, storytelling, and satire. The Stardom Calypso tent opening, supported by sponsors such as Flow, DBS Radio, Big Edge Financial, Do It Center, Pab & Sierra, Signman, and Shopee, among many, many others, exemplifies the collaborative spirit that keeps our cultural heritage alive and thriving. Tickets are priced at just $30, a small investment for an experience that connects us to the heart of our carnival culture and spirit. I encourage everyone to come out in numbers, support our local talent, and immerse yourselves in this vibrant tradition. As we gear up for this year's carnival, let us remember that these events are not only about entertainment, but also about preserving our cultural legacy, fostering community pride, and passing on these traditions to future generations. Thank you to the Stardom Calypso tent team and everyone involved for ensuring that the tent remains a cornerstone of our carnival celebrations, celebrating 51 years this year. Let us all play our part in making Carnival 2025 one for the history books. See you on this Saturday, January 25th at the Stardom tent opening. Let the festivities begin for Real Mass 2025. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lander. Of course, for this invitation. It's Calypso weekend, it seems, because we're going to continue, of course, with our presentation in the same aspect, Calypso. And this time we will call on the representative, I should say more so the president of Mass Camp, Mr. Daryl Bob, to present on behalf of Showdown Mass Camp. Let's make him feel welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and thank you, Milva. Let me just one bit of correction. I'm not the president of Showdown Mass Camp. No, the president is still Ms. Frederica Riley. I'm an executive member of Showdown Mass Camp. I chose not to have an official position. So Showdown Mass Camp continues its journey in delivering a service to Calypsonians, by providing them with a platform to share their expressions with the public and provide the public with events that they can come to and enjoy authentic Dominican calypso in a comfortable and safe environment. This year, the Showdown Mass Camp will host at least 9 events that will commence this Friday at the Paradise Pier. Whenever I use that name, persons ask, where is that? Well, it's the venue that hosts the ever-popular reggae on the boardwalk. And that is being rebranded to be called the Paradise Pier on Lale Coco in Loubier. And that'll be from 8:30 p.m. this Friday. The entrance fee, $25. Patrons can expect to enjoy live deliveries by calypsonians such as the Lady S, Lulu, the Triumph, Mask Eruption, the Soul Puss. You have Checo, who has released a beautiful song this week that has seemed to be making the #1 waves. It's the home of the King Dice, myself, Bob, and we pride ourselves on the quality of our calypsos, where we remain true to calypso as it is meant to be the voice of the people. So at Showdown Mass Camp, we don't play with that thought. So this Friday, the 24th, commences at the Paradise Pier. On Sunday, January 26th, we hope to do something for children, where we will have an afternoon show from like 3 o'clock, since our venue, our new venue, allows us access to the beach in Louviers. So we're going to try something interesting on Sundays. Then the 7th, we'll be back at Paradise Pier, Saturday, February 8th at Rosalie, Twin Rivers. What we're trying to do is to decentralize the calypso as best as we can. We find too many things are happening in Roseau. It's natural. Roseau is the city. I see we have friends here from Portsmouth. I'm sure we shall speak, since my roots are from Portsmouth. So we will be moving around. Our two main shows in the rural areas will be in Rosalie and Twin Rivers, and the other one in Grand Fond. So Rosalie will be on the 8th of February. Then on Sunday, we're back to do the beach event for the kids, the 16th. Friday, February 21st, back at Paradise Pier. And if you notice, Friday is our main day. It's the best day for Roseau, actually. Saturday, February 22nd, the Backyard Chill and Grill in Grand Fond. And then Tuesday, February 25th, we will be having our Champ of the Camp, where we'll be hosting a group of St. Lucians. We're trying to have a sort of regional integration in our calypso. So we're having St. Lucians with us on Tuesday at the Champ of the Camp, which is our biggest show, actually. This year it will be on Tuesday. And Showdown Mass Camp has just been moving its event from Friday to Thursday because of the Queen Show, now from Thursday to Tuesday because of another event. That's how it is for now. They say those who are able to adapt in the environment live the longest. However, I began saying something yesterday at another event that I think it's time that we start discussing extending our carnival season, because there are so many events happening right now. I'm of the view that we can extend our calypso season backwards. Obviously, we're tied to the calendar of the church, where we have to receive ashes on Wednesday, and all loud music stop. But if we move further into December, St. Kitts has their carnival in December. I think either the Virgin Islands are probably the same somewhere. St. Croix, right, the Virgin Islands. So I think we can move our carnival backwards, where we can have more dates to accommodate more of those events, to entertain more tourists. So it's something I think it's a discussion we can have. And I want to say it every time I have the opportunity on air so that it sticks. Sometimes when I say things, it sticks. So I hope this one, at least we can discuss it, because it is possible, right, Ilson? So guys, this Friday, Showdown Mass Camp, we're happy to be collaborating this year very closely with the DBS Radio and the other radio stations too. But DBS Radio, we will be really, really having a very tight collaborative effort in bringing calypso to the public, both here in Dominica and online to our diaspora followers. So thank you so much, DBS, for coming on board. We hope that we will both do great things this season. And we invite more persons to come on board, especially in terms of sponsorship. It's very important because, like I said, Showdown Mass Camp is providing a service to calypsonians. It's really a voluntary service. We don't end the season counting cash that include profits. And because we are determined to provide that platform for calypsonians who cannot provide for themselves. And it's important that the mercantile community recognizes that and see the importance that it is. It's something that impacts a lot of people's lives. The calypsonians, who are artists who just wait for their 15 minutes of fame every year, and the business people in terms of the bars and food. So we invite sponsorship. We're happy to announce that Whitchurch is on board with us this year. They're providing us with tickets for the St. Lucians, and we're looking forward to a beautiful show and the continuation of that relationship. We thank the DFC for the work they're doing, for inviting us to these events, to allow the public to know what we're up to. And we hope to continue doing that throughout the season. And we wish everybody, success this season. With those who are listening, please don't drink and drive. Ensure that you get home safely. If you love to drink, as drinking is part of the festive culture, please come with someone who doesn't drink, like myself. We do not want any incidents. And guys, when things get a little adverse, you just control your emotions as best as we can. We want Dominica to at least survive this carnival with no incidents at all. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and we look forward to doing more of this. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bob. Yes, it is the real mass, and the celebration will indeed continue after this weekend. And so we will now call on the representative for the St. Joseph Village Carnival, Wenisha Sanderson, will join us at the podium.
Bonjour, I said it correctly? Okay, bonjour tout le monde. Okay, protocol has already been established. This is
Carapia.
and I'm Wenisha Sanderson, representing the St. Joseph Carnival Committee, thrilled to share our plans for the St. Joseph Village Carnival Parade, one of the most anticipated of the village carnivals, I might say, set to take place on February 1st at 2 p.m.
This year, we are introducing a new element of our festive activities. This year will be a St. Joe opening with a difference, a great significance will be placed on our culture, the cultural aspect of things. So we'll showcase our culture, and this ceremony will be held at the entrance of our carnival route, adding a touch of significance to the occasion, where we'll showcase the parade. Greater emphasis must be placed on this, because as you know, we do not want our St. Joe Carnival to be only known for Siwu, but also to the cultural aspect of things need to be captured, and a greater emphasis needs to be placed upon it.
Our theme for the Village Carnival Parade this year is Unity. This theme holds profound meaning for us this year, as two of our t-shirt bands have merged in honor of a dear friend and carnival enthusiast who has passed. The merger symbolizes the strength and resilience of our community, demonstrating that even in times of loss, we can come together and celebrate life through the vibrant spirit of carnival.
So this year, we are shining the spotlight on the vital aspect of our village culture. Our esteemed St. Joseph Base Group. Contrary to some perception, St. Joseph boasts of its richness in its talents, the different organizations, the different groups. So they're going to showcase their talents, they're going to showcase their contributions, what they have done for the community and the constituency by extension. So this in itself is going to be placed upon, this in itself is going to, a greater emphasis will be placed upon this, and we are very much eager to showcase their contribution to our community.
The parade will commence at V's Enterprise, making its way down the hill through Ochrobando and culminating near the Savannah. We are delighted to feature the St. Joseph Sensei, flag wavers, gems, and t-shirt bands, which includes LOM, Laqua 303, Go Fast, who will add a vibrant and dynamic element to the parade. We also have other parading groups such as the JCI Kiddies Carnival, NBD flag wavers, Band Move, Stilt Walkers, and much more.
Furthermore, we know that St. Joseph, there cannot be a St. Joseph Carnival without our big and well-known Triple K band and Signal band. So Triple K and Signal band will be there for sure. They are one of our biggest and most celebrated bands in St. Joseph, and that's where I think they showcase one of their best talents, their new songs and so forth. And I mean, this is a time to be celebrated. So we must ensure that there will be a smooth and highly anticipated celebration. Most persons, we are inviting you guys to come down to St. Joseph. We are ready to welcome you guys. We are ready to ensure that we celebrate with us, the St. Joseph community, the community and the patrons there.
To ensure the smooth operation of Carnival and to support our community initiatives, we kindly request that all outside vendors pay a fee at the council prior to the village parade. Lastly, we invite everyone to look out for our scheduled activities leading up to Carnival. We thank DFC for inviting us to showcase our village Carnival parade. Join us for a truly unforgettable Carnival experience as we celebrate our culture, our community, and the memory of our fallen angels. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Ms. Sanderson and Mr. Pierre. All right. Ooh, it's getting hot. It is getting hot. At this note, I will call on, of course, Mr. Moses here, Festival and Events Assistant of Discover Dominica Authority, to present us with a few remarks.
Pleasant good morning to all. Let me take this time to recognize Mrs. Carrie Brady Prince, Mayor of the town of Portsmouth, Mr. Ulson Matthew, Chief Cultural Officer, Division of Culture, Mas Dominic French partners, members of the media, other invited guests, viewers tuned in live on DBS Radio and Dominica Festival's Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. Just last week, January the 18th, we opened the city with the opening parade for Mas Dominic 2025, celebrating the real Mas Dominic. We engaged several traditional groups, ranging from Granby with the Sakis Lapokabit, Senjo Sensei, the Kalinago Tet Mas, Sugar Fire from Marigot, not leaving out the businesses, and also the cheerleaders, the flag wavers. Mas Dominic opening parade was a success. You could see that even if it was blessings, people turned out and we celebrated with full cheers. Right now, we're going to tune in to Miss Dominica, which is the national pageant, for Mas Dominic. Miss Dominica, this year, we are looking at 5 lovely contestants. Contestant number 1, Miss Lavida Liverpool, 19 years old, representing the rich and cultural community of Girardel. Contestant number 2, Miss Mia Francis, 23-year-old, representing Roger Canefield. Contestant number 3, Miss Tanisha Balsall, representing Forkani. Contestant number 4, Miss Aliyah Jajak, representing Housing Scheme Canefield. And contestant number 5, Miss Rufan Henderson, representing Peachley and Granby. We have 5 lovely contestants ready to fight and vie for the title of Miss Dominica 2025. I urge all sponsors to take a look at these lovely contestants. Call in, send a letter, send an email. Get to know the contestants and support them as they go through this lovely journey. Not forgetting Mas Dominic Sunrise. It is a pleasure to share an exciting update on one of the most anticipated events for Mas Dominic 2025, Sunrise, happening on February the 28th at Carnival City from 11 p.m. to 9 a.m. This year marks the 5th edition of Sunrise, and it's promising to be a spectacular showcase of music, culture, and energy. I'm thrilled to announce that the VIP Tier 2 tickets are sold out at 10:45 a.m. yesterday. Yesterday, we launched the VIP Tier 2 tickets at 10 a.m. both in office and online. And in just 45 minutes, tickets were sold out. We had patrons storming the office from 9:30, just sitting in our lobbies and purchasing tickets in bulk. This is a true testimony of the hype and the anticipation for this year's event. For those who haven't secured their tickets, we still have physical general admission tickets available at our office, which is 5-7 Great Marlborough Street, for only $150, and also online at www.dominicafestivals.com. This year's Sunrise lineup is bigger and better than ever, featuring an incredible mix of regional and local talent. Headlining this night, none other than the Bouyo boss himself, Asa Banton, leading a power-packed lineup including Claudette Peters from Antigua and Barbuda, King Kemby from St. Martin, Chris and Edai from Guadeloupe, Was Ways, Little Natty and Thunder from Grenada, Trilogy, Little Boy, Kwan, Ridge and Pudas, Unstoppable DJs, Major Mystic, Rio, MFR Band from Portsmouth, DJ Taffy, and TK International. And this year, what we have done is we're bringing back our Bouyo icons, which is Clint H, Nai, Ra, Deli, Skinny, and Roy, just to give that old school vibes. This year's event is all about celebrating the rich diversity of music across the region, bringing together Bouyo, soca, and more unforgettable nights of pure vibes. Sunrise continues to be a unique experience, merging international songs with our cultural roots right here in Dominica. Sunrise is where Mass Dominic spirit truly comes alive, a night where culture, energy, and music meets to create something magical. We encourage everyone to secure their tickets and prepare for a night to remember. See you at sunrise. The vibe starts at midnight and end with the sun rising. Not forgetting our sponsors for Mass Dominic, Flow Dominica, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, Rubis, Belfast Estate, Central Corporate Credit Union, DBS Radio. I urge all sponsors, it's not too late. Join the Mass Dominic train for 2025. Reach out to some of the village carnivals and town carnivals. Just join. It's a blessing to be alive and to celebrate Mass Dominic, the real Mass. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moses. This is what happens when you open the gates. The gates for Mass Dominica 2025 was opened last weekend, and we are already seeing packed activities just this weekend. So I urge each and every one of you, those who are listening and viewing, of course, to join us in our celebration starting this very weekend. On a Friday with Pan in the City on the Bayfront. Right after that, we'll of course go to a mass camp. That's on Friday at Paradise Pier. On Saturday, of course, we're going to head to Portsmouth for the town carnival in Portsmouth, and right after that we're going to head, of course, to more calypso, Stardom tent. Let me tell you something, it's not going to be easy this season, right? But we're happy, of course. We'll be heading next weekend to St. Joseph, and I'm happy to hear some of the new initiative that has been added to your event, of course, for the celebration of St. Joseph Carnival. So if you have not considered taking part in Mass Dominic, please do so. You will not regret this experience. If you're living overseas, we urge you, of course, to book your tickets. You still have some time, not too much time, but we want you to, of course, enjoy as much as you can. So we urge you to book your tickets to get to Dominica Bay via plane or, of course, on the ferry, because the ferry will, of course, accommodate you. So book that ticket to experience one of the best celebration. Of course, we in Dominica, we boast to have the most unique carnival celebration, one of culture, one of history, heritage, and tradition that is so rich. So we encourage you to join us for the celebration, one that, of course, knows no sleep. All right. So for more information, of course, you can visit dominicafestivals.com or follow us on Facebook at Dominica Festival, of course, on our Facebook page. And if you want more information in terms of, accommodation and everything else, you can do that on this platform. It was a pleasure. And of course, I look forward to seeing you this very weekend, starting tomorrow on the Bayfront. And until then, it is bye for now.